computer? Okay. If you sit down at set of sun, so when does the poem happen?
At the end of the day, at the satsang.
Yeah, at the end of the day. And count the acts that you have done. What is the writer asking us to do?
Set
count
sun
what you
זה
did.
שהשמש
To look over
שוקעת או
what we
שהיא
One,
did
one,
in
second,
the
זורחת?
one,
day.
one person at a time. What is
set of sun זה שהיא זורחת או שהיא שוקעת?
Shishokat? Shishokat. And what does she want us to do? She
To
wants us
look over
Count
what we
what
did
you
in the
did.
day.
right to look what we did during the day and count the acts that you have done. What does it mean to count the acts?
והפעולות שעשינו.
Right, to count. לספור המעשים שעשינו. And counting find one self-denying deed, one word, the heart that eased the heart of him who heard, one glance most kind. So the writer is basically giving us three types of acts that we can do. The first type of act we do is a self-denying deed. So what do you think a self-denying deed is? What do you think it is? A self-denying deed. What's to deny
Something
yourself?
good that you did to others, no?
It's something good that we did. A lot of good things that we can do. But the question I'm asking is, when I say I deny myself something, what does that mean?
שאני
מכחיש,
מנעתי
נראה לי.
מעצמי לעשות משהו.
נכון, זה לא להכחיש, to deny זה להכחיש, אבל
זה להכחיש.
למנוע מעצמי, to deny yourself זה למנוע מעצמך משהו. So in a self-denying deed, what you're really doing is you're giving something to somebody else on one hand, but on the other hand, you're losing. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I come to class and I'm hungry and I have a sandwich, and Eitan Bar is also hungry, but my sandwich is only good enough for one person, and I give it to Eitan Bar. What's going to happen to me?
You're gonna stay hungry.
Still,
Right, very good. I'm going to stay hungry. So I'm denying myself something for somebody else. So that is the highest type of deed. When I give to somebody else and it causes me to have a loss. One word. What's a word? How can a word be a good thing? What do you think that means?
Make someone be better, כאילו.
But what is a word? All these things make
מחמאה.
right. Very good, Yotam. Very nice. It's a mahma. It's a compliment. Okay. What is special about this? I'm going to tell you is that if I want to give somebody a compliment, I have to make an effort. I have to reach out. I have to put my hand out to them. It's just I can't just not do anything. I have to make an effort. I have to make contact. Okay. Now, what is the difference between a self-denying deed and a word, a compliment? What do they have in common, and how are they different?
two of them help to the one is sad or he not feel good to feel better.
Right.
But,
Both of them help people. Right.
Yes, but if you do something, you can lose something. But
Right,
if you say a word, you not lose nothing ever.
Right. Very good, Benelli. When I do a self-denying deed, I give up on something. Ani mevatera mashu. When I give a compliment, I don't lose anything. That eased the heart of him who heard. When I say that it eased the heart, what does it mean to ease the heart? What does the word ease mean?
לגרום לו להרגיש טוב יותר.
Lahakel,
זה
lahakel,
להקל.
lahakel. I make somebody feel better. They have something on their heart. They have something on their shoulders. And by doing this type of good deed, I take something off their. I COVID me'alev. I take the burden off
To
their
ease
heart.
his pain, right?
Right. I ease his pain. Very good. Very good, Matan. One glance most kind. Tell me something. What is a glance?
מבט.
Mabat. How is the glance different than the self-denying deed in the word? How is it different?
אני
You
לא,
not
אני לא,
speak when
You don't sacrifice
No,
something of you.
לא כל מדבר בבת אחד. Yes?
you
God.
not speak when you do.
because denying it's כאילו, אתה מונע something from you, but
Right.
glance, it's
Right.
סך
But,
הכל
yeah, that's true. What I'm saying is, when I'm asking, yeah, that you're right about what you just said, that when I do a glance, I don't deny myself something, and when I do a self-denying deed, I deny myself something. But what is the self-denying deed and the word have in common that the glance doesn't have in common?
You not do anything in glance.
Very good. In a glance, very good, Benelli. In a glance,
Yeah.
I don't have to make an
זה לא הייתי
effort.
אני.
All I have to do is look at the person, give recognition, that hokara, that he exists, and maybe to smile at him, but I don't have to make personal contact. I can make somebody feel good by smiling at them from across the room. One glance, most kind. What does the word kind mean?
Adiv.
נחמד.
Adiv, nechmad, chemla, mabat shel chemla. That fell like sunshine where it went. What is sunshine?
שממש העיר את מי ששמע את זה. שימח אותו.
Yeah, but why sunshine? B'chad shemesh, why sunshine?
כי זה דבר שמח שהיום התחיל לו.
No, it has nothing to do with the beginning of a day. Sunshine, I'm going to tell you.
זה מסמל שמחה.
Why sunshine though?
because it's a symbol of
Star.
of happiness.
Right. God, really good. In England, it does not rain a lot. And people in England, and it's very cloudy, the Munan, and people are really, really depressed. Okay? In Israel, we have all these problems in the world. We have security in the Palestinians, and we have wars, and people in Israel are happy. And there's truth to the fact that psychologically, when you have a lot of sunshine, people are more optimistic and they're happier people. It's been proven scientifically. The Madai. Okay? God, mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, and we're going to go later on, we're going to learn about the person who wrote it, okay? George Eliot's really a woman, but we're going to go into that later. Why she went under the name George Eliot when George Eliot is a man's name. But she lives in England. And when the sun comes out in England, people become happy, okay? So basically, when we do all these good deeds, it makes people happy. Then you may count that day well spent. When I say that you may count that day well spent, what does that mean?
That you can look at this day like a day that you spend well, that you do something great, and you can like put a check in your list.
Right. Right. It means your day was well spent. So according to George Eliot,
בילוי טוב כאילו.
right, Yagel, what question I have for you? When does George Eliot believe that our day is a good day? When is it well spent?
when he do not, שהוא לא העליב כאילו אף אחד.
No, not when we did
When you
not
do
do
something good.
When we do something, Yagel, it's not when we don't do something bad to another person, it's when we do good to somebody.
מיסטר, אני לא כל כך עקבתי, כי שלחתי הודעה לאבא שלי שידפיס את זה, לא כל כך עקבתי אחרי ההתחלה של השיר.
כפרה עליך. Okay? But basically, a day is a good day when you do something good for somebody else and it makes them happy. Question. How many acts, according to George Eliot, do we have to do in a day for our day to be a good day?
One.
One self-denying deed. One word. One act most kind. Okay? And if we do one of those, then our day is a good day. I want to look at another word here. What is the word? And when it says, and count the acts that you have done here, and count the acts that you have done.
לספור
What
את
is
הפעולות
it?
שאתה
What is
עושה.
lispor? Count is to count. Lispor. Watch
לספור את
here
הפעולות שאתה עושה.
and count that day well spent. What does that mean?
לספור את הימים שעברו.
Lo.
להחשיב.
Lachshiv. Who said that? Stemler?
Yeah.
Very good. Mute yourself. Thank you. Remember, when you count, press your space bar. Okay, very good. Then you may count that day well spent. So basically, the writer is using the word count a few times, okay? But she's using it differently. You have to know when the word count is used to enumerate. מה זה enumerate? זה לספור. When count means להחשיב, okay? Okay? To count something. So you need to be aware of where, if I say, give me an example, the two meanings of the word count, what are the two meanings, and give me an example of each, you have to be able to, right, but you have to know you have to know it, okay, and you also have to be able to give me an example from the poem. I'm letting you know now that is always a test question.
Yay.
Okay, now we're going to go. So basically, what is our writer doing in the first stanza? What is she doing? What is she telling us?
How to make day for good day.
Right. How do we have a good day? And we do that by Dan Sabag. How do we have a good day?
אם אנחנו עושים הרבה דברים.
No, not many things. How many things we said? How many things we have to do, Dan Sabag? One. Look, one self-denying deed. One word. One glance most kind. Just do one of those and you have a good day. But you have to do it for who? You have to do it for
somebody else.
Somebody else. Very good, Mr. Fink. Mr. Berkovich, you get the next question since you've been too quiet today. And then Talb, you're after, and then Mr. Funi. Then now we're going to go, after we've learned now what a good day is, what do you think we're going to learn, Mr. Berkovich?
What a bad day is.
Right. We're going to learn what a bad day is.
Yeah.
But if through all the live long day, what is a live long day?
במשך היום.
במשך כל היום, כאילו.
במשך כל היום. Berkovich, where did you go?
I'm here. What are you talking about?
You just disappeared from my screen, but that's okay. I have different. My screen does move. I just want to make sure you didn't run away on me. Okay.
Okay.
Right, that you're here. No, I'm sick of you running away from my class. I'm not letting you getting away with it anymore.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. But if through all the live long day, why do you think she's using the word live long day? Why is she saying the day is long? What do you think she's trying to say to us? No, one person at a time.
You have so many times and so many opportunities to do something good, so...
Right, exactly. Our day is a long day. And what she's saying is, we have such many hours. We have 12, 14, 16, 18 hours in a day where we can actually do something good. So what she's saying is, the day's a long day. There's no excuse en terutz be'olam for us not to do something good for another person. You've cheered no heart by yay or nay. What does it mean to cheer no heart? What does the word cheer mean?
make someone...
מורל, כאילו, להעלות לו את המורל.
לא ידעת את שום לב, כאילו, לא ידעת את הכאילו.
לעודד.
לעודד.
Cheer. If I say to cheer somebody up, it means to make them happy. I've cheered no heart. Why heart? Why is she using the heart? Why is she saying the heart?
כי שאתה, נראה לי, עושה משהו לטוב או לרע, זה כאילו שם הרגש, כאילו.
Right. The heart is the
הרב, מה זה
symbol.
שיר
זה
The heart,
לרמות?
right. The heart is the symbol of feeling.
הרב,
Okay.
cheered זה לרמות?
Say that again.
Cheered, what is it?
Cheered to the sameach.
לשמח.
You've cheered no heart by yay or nay. What does the word yay mean and what does the word nay mean?
Yay and nay, it's like yes and no.
Right. So I'm going to tell you what the word yes and no means. I'm going to explain it to you because it's really not that simple, but it's not that hard. By the way, if somebody has their microphone off, please turn it off.
הרב, יש סיכוי שאתה מסביר עוד פעם את ה-cheered no.
Berkovich.
Hello?
Berkovich, if you want to talk, press on your space bar.
אתה יכול להסביר עוד פעם את ה-cheered no out?
I'm on my phone. I don't have a space bar. I'm on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a problem. Okay. Okay, so it's in the Google Classroom. I'm going to continue going on. Okay, so basically saying that if through it all, the word yay means yes, something positive. Maaseh chiyuvi. מה זה חיובי? Okay, not חיובי שזה חיובי או שלילי, but חיובי means פעיל. That means an active deed, and it means active and inactive. An active deed means that I actually did something. I gave you a sandwich. I smiled at you. I gave you a compliment. Those are all are acts of yay. These are acts that we actually do something. Nay, what do you think nay is in that case?
No.
What does it mean? Active and?
Passive.
Passive. Right, it's passive. Would anybody like to try to give me an example of a passive action that would make somebody happy?
The mouse לא, חכה שנייה.
When you don't do something bad to somebody.
Who said that?
What?
The mouse was eaten by the cat. משהו כזה.
No, when you don't do something bad to somebody, it's like you doing something good, but by not doing something bad.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So basically, you're 100% on target. By not doing something bad to somebody, I'm actually doing them good and making them happy. So let me give you a practical example. Let's say I'm a police officer, and I pull somebody over, and they deserve a ticket. And I say, and the person says to me, "Listen, I'm having such a bad day. My cat got run over this morning. My wife yelled at me. My boss fired me." And he says, "You know, I see that you're having such a bad day. I won't give you the ticket. I'll just give you a warning. Even though you really deserve the ticket because you're going 200 kilometers per hour, 200 kamash, in a zone for 100 kamash. You really deserve that ticket. So what I'm going to really do, so basically I'm not going to give you the ticket. By not giving him the ticket, I brought a little bit of light, a little bit of happiness and cheer into his heart. Okay? By not doing something, I make somebody happy. In the first stanza, I had 3 types of acts: a self-denying deed, a word, and a glance. These are active deeds which did something good. And what George Eliot is saying, not only do you not have to do something, you can do something passive. If what you do is passive, meaning that you didn't do something, and by not doing something, you made somebody happy, that's also good according to George Eliot. So we don't have to do something. We can do passive things. We have a long time in the day to do a live-long day. You've nothing done that you can trace. That you can trace, that means you can follow, that you can look at, that you can la'akov acharei zeh. If you've done nothing that you can trace, a self-denying deed, a kind word, a glance, even a passive action, you've nothing done that you can trace. You can't even find it. that brought the sunshine to one face. When it says to bring the sunshine to one face, what does that mean, to bring sunshine to a face?
הוא גרם לו לחייך.
Very good, Yagel. It makes somebody smile. How do I know somebody's happy? On their face, sunshine on the faces, they smile. Very good. No act most small. When he said, when George Eliot says, no act most small, what is she saying about the type of actions that we have to do?
אפילו לא הדבר הכי קטן.
Right, you didn't even do the smallest thing. And Ben Eli speaking English in my class. That helped some soul and nothing cost. First of all, can somebody tell me what a soul is?
נשמה.
Neshama.
And who are the neshama? Who are the neshama? People. Who has neshama? A person.
A human.
A soul means a person. Okay? When I say somebody is a poor soul, I remember the kavanah, a poor soul means mishu miskein. And nothing cost. What does nothing cost mean?
לא עולה כלום.
You can think on something. You not have even small things. You not know.
No. מה זה
You have
nothing
something
cost? מה זה nothing
לא עולה
cost?
לך שום דבר. לא
לא
עולה לך
עולה לי
שום
שום
not
דבר. Nicha, I said that doing a good deed was going to cost me money. I might have an excuse not to do a good deed. But no, George Eliot says, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to, it doesn't have to cost you a cent. Just look at the person and smile at them. You don't have an excuse. You have all day long. It doesn't cost you money. It can be a passive deed. It's so easy to do a good deed for somebody else. Maseh Chesed. השלושה דברים העולם עומד. What does it say? על התורה, בעבודה ועל?
מילות חסדים.
מילות חסדים, Iowa. Then count that day. You didn't do anything all day long? Then count that day as worse than lost. And what word doesn't fit in here? What day doesn't fit here?
It's like you not have this day at all.
Yeah, that I
You lose
understand.
this day.
Yeah, but I have a question. Then I have a question. Then count that day. Then count that day as lost. Kavud. Why worse than lost?
Because you don't do.
Because like
It was more good if it was lost and done like that.
No.
like when
Yeah.
you say when we
Wait,
say
I-
that when you don't do something bad to somebody, it's make him happy. When you don't do something good to somebody, it's like you making him worse. So it's not like you lost that day.
I'm not making him
make him
worse.
worse.
I'm not making him happy. He's already sad. I'm not making him worse. Umiskin. Watch. Then count that day as lost. תחשיב את היום כאבוד. למה זה לא מספיק? What is she saying?
כי אתה
Because
צריך
you do
לתת
something
יותר
bad to
גבוה,
people.
אתה צריך תמיד שוף יותר גבוה. לתת בהתחלה מחמאה,
Something bad.
ואז לתת יותר דברים.
No, it's not. I'm not doing anything bad to them. That's not doing good.
Yes,
Bad is when I give Shlomi Tab a 0 just because I don't like him. Gotcha. I'm kidding, Shlomi. Bad him, kapara alav. Okay, but seriously. But count that. But
Maybe
that's
just
that's
like
being
get it
bad.
in-
That's being bad. But it's not too. But if I.
If you not do a passive, good things, you do the something is a bad things.
No, I'm not doing.
If you not do nothing, and you day can't look in like a good day. If you do something wrong, then is a bad day.
Let me ask you a question, Benelli. May I?
Yes, can.
Let's say
Not hear nothing.
let's say I put on a shirt, but I don't wear a bakkanfont under my shirt. Am I doing an avira?
Why no? Why no?
No. However, if I wear arba kanfot, but I don't put tzitziot on them, is that an avera?
Of course.
Of course. That's the same thing. If I don't
This not
put, if,
this
if I
not
don't
a
put, if I
avera.
don't
This
put, if I don't put arba, if I don't have an arba kanfot under my T-shirt, and I'm in my house,
okay.
it's not an avera. It's ibitzua mitzvat aseh. It's no avera. There's a hebdel in halakha.
Okay. Yes.
Maybe
So,
she
so, if I,
just
so, if I,
want.
so, so you can't say under that same line of thought, okay? It doesn't. It's not an aver. It's not
As-
a bad thing. It's not. Just 1 second. It's not a bad thing if I don't do so. It's not an avera. But she's saying it's worse than lost.
Maybe she just want to warn us to make it bigger, so it will come to our mind that it's a big loss, and we just lost a day. And like before, she said it's a long, it's a live long day. Like you have all the opportunities to do something good, and you have no excuses, and you still don't do something for to make someone happier or to ease his pain. So
I have a question. What does it say? These two words
Yeah, I
here.
have
What
answer.
is it? What is
המורה,
it?
אני
What
יכול
is?
אני יכול להגיד...
1 second. What is? God, 1 second. What are these two words here?
בוזבז היטב.
Well
כאילו
spent.
אתה-
But nivla was no, was used well. I used it well. I'm gonna give the answer. God, you think you have the answer to it before I give
Yeah,
it?
I think...
I have
no,
answer. Mister.
זה
1
last...
second. 1
זה
second.
last
God,
שורה.
1 second. Matan, let God speak.
I
God,
am.
God, you want to give the answer that you wanted to give us?
Yeah, I think that he means to say that every day you must to be better than the last day. So if last day you do a good thing for לא יודע, for איזה שכן, לא יודע משהו
Your
כזה,
neighbor.
אז the next day, אז you do, לא יודע, עוד דבר ועוד דבר, עד בגלל זה אתה צריך לחשוב שכל יום הוא כאילו אבוד, נראה לי.
Okay. First of all, you said something. First of all, she says to do it every day, so we get in the habit of doing it. Because if we say, okay, I'll do 7 good deeds today, in a week I'll do 7 more good deeds. She's saying like we daven 3 times a day. We put on tefillin once a day. It's in Yan of Hergel. She says every day it has to be a habit of doing. But I'm going to give you the answer. It was very good what you said. It's something that I usually teach, and I forgot to say it here. So God, I really appreciate you saying it. But I have a question. What am I holding in my hand? Did anybody see?
Pen.
Pen.
I'm holding a pen.
pen.
What am I going to do if I lose this pen?
You need to buy one.
Nothing.
Buy one more.
So you don't have a pen.
I don't
new
have a
pen.
pen. I'm going to get another one. I'm going to
You
buy a
have
pen.
said.
I'm going to buy a pen. What's going to happen if I waste my day? Tomorrow's the next day. How am I going to get the day back?
It can be better the next day.
No. How am I going to fix the previous day? The pen I lost, I go buy another pen.
You can't.
Right. Once I waste a day, I cannot make it up. Okay? Do you understand?
Like עבר זמנו בטל קורבנו.
Something like that. Very good. I like it. Very good. But basically, you can't do it. So count that day as worse than lost basically means that it's not that it's worse than when you lose time, you can never make it up again. It's gone forever. Okay? Question, if I may ask you. What is the relationship between the first stanza and the second stanza? What's the relationship?
The
You
one
need
is
to do one thing.
That's what she's telling us to do, Yagel. What is the connection, the kesher between the first stanza and the second stanza?
The second
2 days in bad day.
I think.
Well, one person at a time. Let me call on somebody. Let me decide who I'm going to call on. Uriel, are you there?
Eitan Bear.
Uriel, are you there? Uriel Bornstein. Good morning. Are you there?
Can.
Would you please explain the relationship to your colleagues of the first and second stanzas?
I think they are opposites.
Very good. They're opposites. And would you please explain it?
The first paragraph is about
It's called a stanza in a poem.
stanza. I think every sentence in the first stanza has a parallel opposite in the second stanza.
Right? They have parallels. Very good. So basically, what is the first stanza telling us, and what is the second stanza telling us?
The first, how to make a day a good day, and the second, the opposite, how to make how a day becomes a bad day.
Right. So the first stanza talks about a good day, and the second stanza is it tells us what a bad day is. Mr. Sabag, put yourself back on screen. Thank you. I miss you. Tell me something. Could you please tell us what is the message of the writer?
Of?
The writer, George Eliot. What's her message?
If we want, we can make.
What's her message?
I
What is
don't
she
know.
saying that? What is she saying that we have to do?
In all the paragraph.
In all, yeah, the entire, not the paragraph, the entire poem. We don't have paragraphs. We have stanzas. What is her message? That we have to do what?
How we can make a good day.
Yeah, and how do we do that, Mr. Sabag?
If we עושים טוב לאחרים.
Right, if we do good for others. The one thing I wanted to point out are these two words here, and nothing costs. What is she saying, and nothing costs? Right, it doesn't cost us anything. That means it's another reason why we shouldn't, why we have no reason not to do anything. It doesn't even cost us money. Okay? It can cost us money, but it doesn't have to cost us money. So I'm going to stop sharing for a second, and I'm going to end the recording.